last night I was thinking about Monsanto seeds, and I was thinking about like how they could best maximize their profits. And then I was thinking about like the
If you could
current
pick any time or
innovations
place in history
about,
to time travel to, where would it be? Such
ooh,
as, to integrate into society, and if you had to live the rest of your life from that point.
okay, I'll get back to that question. I'll put a pin in that. But I was thinking about Monsanto seeds because we watched a documentary recently about how Monsanto, a seed company, was genetically modifying some of their plants and stuff like that in order to make them more resilient to herbicides, and they also sold herbicides. That was like their bread and butter. It turned out to be cancerous, and they like covered it up and lied for years and hurt hundreds of thousands of people. Blah blah blah. Big corporate scary stuff. But I was like, huh, if I was an evil person, like how would I go about this with today's technology? Because they were using some pretty old tech. They were like, instead of using CRISPR, which lets you take a segment of DNA and precisely put it into a plant genome, they were literally sticking DNA sequences onto gold nanoparticles and then shooting them into the cell, hoping that one of the gold nanoparticles broke into the nucleus without destroying it. It was like such a low yield percentage approach, but apparently it worked. Like somehow it did. So I was like, huh, this is pretty interesting. And then I realized what you could do if you have CRISPR is you could make a plant virus. You could make the ultimate plant virus that kills every crop. And ahead of time, you can make a vaccine for it and make your own seed immune to it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I could release like the new banana plague, but my banana is like the one that is immune. And and then I would have a complete monopoly over the market as soon as it drops, right? Like, is that not a anyway? Sorry, hypothetically, yeah. Hypothetically. Anyway, why banana? It's because it's happened to bananas. That's why.
Stop talking. Don't give them ideas.
Wait.
Business strategy.
They're crushing my stream.
Karbon, that's already a thing. It's called a wildfire.
They're taking out my bottle. I'm getting nukes. Okay, let me.